So it's a severely crappy day. It's been raining all day and it's going to continue to rain all night. But I'm going to get my fish on. Kayak fishing. So here's what it looks like. There'll probably be a lot of water spots on the camera. Don't care. Ooh, giant lucky stone. That's a sign of good fortune here. Whatever I catch, I'll give away. But I need to get out there. So there's the setup. I'm trying to keep the seat dry. The trick is to get in without your seat getting wet first. Always bring a safety paddle and beer. I'm actually using a clip for my new oars, paddles, whatever you want to call them, because I like them so much. I should have taken a leak before I went on this, but I'm not. I don't have time. It'll start getting wet. Let's see. I sold one of my kayaks today. Very good thing. You don't need 4 kayaks. You don't even have enough space to store 3. So straddling, I don't normally get in like this. Straddling, you don't put a bunch of water onto your seat. Your seat is the most important thing while fishing in the rain in a kayak. I should have taken my belt off. There's absolutely no one else out here on the lake. No one would be crazy enough besides me to actually go out here on such a gloomy, dismal, rainy day. And I couldn't find my hood, so I have this hat and I will switch it to my tilly once it gets soaked in freezing cold. The water is murked enough that I'm going to put this 7-foot diver gold, which gold has been the magic color lately. I will start off with that before I go deeper. And I'm going to be freezing cold and wet by the time I return, but that is fine. Let's hope I just restrung this, I hope there's no hang-ups. And I'm glad I'm not using my brand new rod, because it would no longer look new. Kind of like new stuff is rare for me, especially in this time period of uncertainty. I think I'll pick up 3 if I can maintain body heat that long. I'm not sure what the temperature is, but it's not warm. The cat's already soaking through. Since I don't have any hair, I lose a lot of my body heat out of my head. They say 10%. Have you ever asked anyone, who are they? Well, they're the scientists. Oh, so they're always right. They always know. So today is the first day we don't have to wear masks. We the people, we the sheeple. Most of the time I don't even wear a mask. Now, I guess you don't have to wear a mask if you're vaccinated, so you get a reward if you take their toxic chemicals into your blood. It's untested chemicals, which I'm not going to do till the very end, and that's why we are getting the hell out of here while we can. I'm doing the Alaska trip. 3 weeks. We didn't want to go out of the country because who knows what the hell will happen. I'm going to start shallow. 7-foot diver with a leader on it, so it might go a little deeper. I'm going to go out to the spot. There used to be a drop-off. Now I got to bring my fish finder out here and figure it out, because when we were out on Paul's boat, we couldn't find this steep drop-off. It might not be there anymore. The topography of the lake changes through storms and erosion and climate change, water depth and all that. So it might not be the hot spot anymore. I don't really care. I'm out here on my lake. This is where I wanted to be all day. Got a lot of distractions. People are coming over. Like I said, I sold a kayak. A lot of housework since I was in the woods for 2 days. Gone for 2 days. Catch up on some stuff. Here we are. Here we are. You and I. Whoever's watching this. We're out here fishing. So all is good in the world of bad and more evil. As long as I'm out here. I did see one boat out here a while ago. I spilt a little bit of my beer, which I'm not too happy about. So what I'm doing now, the water level's down a couple feet. Normally this would be about 25 to 30 feet. So I have a 30-foot diver. So what I've done is I've let out less line. So when you think about a lure that dives, it's mathematics. And I don't know any mathematics because I'm dyslexic, but I understand the physics involved in the concept in my own way. That's how I've gotten through life. The more line that you have out, and the faster you go, the deeper the lure will go. And the lure always is the dictator of the actual depth it will go maximum. Unless you're going like 90 miles an hour and then you're not fishing. So with this deep diver I put on, in order not to get hung up on the bottom, I let less line out. And since I'm in a kayak, I make less noise. If that makes any sense. A lot of these motors disturb fish. You know you're there. The smart ones avoid it. Blah, blah, blah. if you're a rational, intelligent person, you would understand. And I'm hoping that whoever's watching this is, otherwise they wouldn't have clicked on it to watch. You just put some planer boards on and just meat fish. This is angling. It takes intelligence, experience, and know-how, and guts sometimes, like now. I'm using a new Bandit. It's got a couple of spots on it. Spots seem to be the thing this year. Same with gold. So I'm probably fishing at maybe, I don't know, 7-8 feet up the bottom. I don't have a fish finder, so I don't know the depth. I'm just doing everything by feel, which is what an angler does, as opposed to a fisherman. What's said about those 2 sips of beer I spilled out? Now my kayak's gonna smell like beer. That's alright. I've got a little bit of chew. I plan on only being out here for about 45 minutes. My pants are already soaked through. The jacket's on its way. Very old North Face Gore-Tex jacket. People overestimate the abilities of Gore-Tex and what it is. They don't really understand the chemical makeup of what it is. And over time, those breathable pores will be filled in, especially if you're dumb enough to spray your gear with waterproofing. Which is what I'm going to do with this hat later on. This is an old Army hat. It's probably close to 30 years old. Dogs eating it. This is where you put your bullets, you put your fight for peace sign, whatever on it. They used to make military gear a lot better back then. Tactical gear, I should call it. Now it's a lot of crap. I can't even buy a pair of combat boots that are decent. So I hang on to the old stuff. Too shallow out here. Do a turn around. That's where I'm at right now. So the depth of your diver also, you have to add in this mathematical calculation I just told you I don't have, except for mentally. You have to know where the current is going. And I'm talking about fishing here on the lake in particular. You know where the current's going in a river. It's going in one direction. But the currents in the lake can change from moment to moment. You don't always count on where the waves are crashing and think that's where the current is going. Because I was going with the current a minute ago, and now I've done a turnaround and I'm going against the current, which will bring your lure down even further. And I said that I had a little bit of line out. This is where experience and skill and knowledge comes into play. I let a little bit more line out because I have drifted further than I thought I was going to. I'm probably out in 30 feet. So I'm adjusting the length of the line in accordance to the current and my speed of travel, which is probably 1.2 miles an hour, maybe less. You don't get a whole lot on a fishing yak. You get a lot on a regular yak. This is a specially designed fishing yak with a hull that goes like this, you're less likely to flip. It's not made for speed travel. And I don't know what else to say beyond that. You get the feel for your own craft first. Like a musician who gets a feel for their musical instrument before they master it. And the kayak that I sold was the same kayak, but an earlier model, much better made. I've had this one for about 10 years. It's probably 13, 14 years old. That's before they started cutting back on the quality, which is that's what everyone does now. More profit, less quality, make things that break, so you gotta buy more. So I really hated to let it go, but I had pimped this one out before I got that one. That one was just an extra for people that would want to go fishing. And I'm the type of person that I'm not going to plan a play date with you. I'm not going to say, okay, like tomorrow I'm supposed to go fishing. But anybody that has any intelligence and experience with fishing, with angling, they're going to know that temperatures and conditions dictate everything. You can argue all you want. You can plan all you want. You can make everything perfect. You can rent a car. You can drive 6 hours. You can go here. You can go there. If the conditions are not right, that's it. Right now, there's a little bit of waves. There's enough light, this overcast light, it's probably like 7:30 or something. The conditions are right for the depth that I'm fishing, with the lure that I'm fishing with, the speed I'm going, and the amount of line that I've left out. That's it. Let's see if we catch one. Very strange. I just passed a walleye dead in the water, and now I'm kind of kicking myself. I should have brought it in on the net, because sometimes these walleye will swallow the lure and die from not being able to feed. And that was probably a prime candidate. It looked pretty skinny. Might cross it again, but it's like a needle in a haystack. So, as far as things are going right now, I haven't got a single bite. It's soaking wet, but freezing. Pick up one. I'll go back towards what used to be the hot spot. I don't know if it is anymore, but see if there's something going on over here. If not, I'm just gonna call it. Gotta pee real bad, and I hate peeing in a bottle. Plus I'm out of beer. Starting to rain heavier, so I'm just gonna head in. Got my favorite lure on here. Hope I don't bottom out too quickly. I'm hoping it might just be proper coordinations to picking a fish up on the way in. Give it another 4 or 5 minutes. And that'll be it. That was the fishing adventure. A lot of nothing. Might be some biting at night. but it's not really worth it to me. If I gotta fish offshore, I don't really, it's a different feel, different vibe. At least I got out. That's the old saying. At least I got out. At least I tried. You got to enjoy the lake. You only have so many days in your life. Don't waste them. Do what you want to do. Go where you want to go. Say what you want to say. Feel what you want to feel. Don't let anyone tell you what to say, think, or feel. This is your life. One chance at happiness. Make it count. Because I am. So what happened here is what I call walking the dog. I've had a fish this whole time. Oh, I might have lost him now. Yeah, I think I lost him. They will tag alongside the boat like they're going for a walk. I think I got him. It's probably a white bass. Call it walking the dog. They'll just keep going with you and you don't even know you got one. And just keep tagging along like you're walking. Ooh. Ah. I lost him right at the last minute. Probably super small. Yeah. I see a piece of his lip on the treble. It's probably a white bass. Walking the dog. Got a fish, you don't even know it. A lot of the small eyes will do that. Maybe I'll switch to a smaller lure. Just fish this for the hell of it. Catch a white bass or two. They'll hit on anything. They're my favorite fish to eat. And this is my favorite lure. Reef runner. Caught many fish on it. It's got a lot of life left into it, or left in it. Got one. Big one. As soon as I put on the gold, got rid of my piss bucket, or piss bottle. Instantly got one. Gold is the color. This is a nice one too. Big one. I'm gonna let him play with it for a little bit. Might be a sheephead. This is big. Now I'm wishing I didn't get rid of my piss bottle. I can always go to shore though. Always keep your rod tip up. Never let it go down. Slack. circles. Might be a catfish. Giant sheephead. I'm not even gonna bring them up because I hate the way they smell. Big. These. That's why I get my forceps ready for situations like this. Big one. Back into the deep. Live to see another day. My motto. Alright, let's catch something for real.